basically what happened was both the CFTC and the SEC each brought action into this case, which is actually not super common. So usually it's the SEC in parallel with the DOJ, because the SEC can't criminally charge anybody, whereas the DOJ can. And like if it's the SEC, then it's their territory. You don't ever, or you do see it, but not often, where it's both the SEC and the CFTC, because they actually regulate very different things. And so why are they able to bring like charges in this case is because the so-called contracts for difference at question had both commodity and securities as the underlying assets. And what's really interesting was both of these agencies characterized these contracts as different things, which like hilarious. You can't, like, definitions are just, I don't know, there's such a mess in this space. But the SEC basically called these instruments security-based swaps, and the CFTC went on this like whole thing. They were like, oh, these are like kind of like futures, but they're kind of not. Like technically they're leveraged retail commodity transactions. And I mean, the whole point is just like the jurisdiction was asserted. So the whole point of this is basically that if a US regulator wants to get you, they can find a way to define you in a way that kind of is under their umbrella. And two, that like, I think we're sort of seeing a weird intersection of enforcement, right? Where like these probably should have been separately operated, but overlaps here. So we're potentially seeing like interagency cooperation, or maybe sort of like a battle with like, oh, I own this and you own that. And then the second thing is also 1Broker was not even based in the US, right? It was based in the Marshall Islands. And so other than, okay,